Hi, and welcome back. In this video, we will explore a tool that helps, similar to all the artifacts, to create more transparency and allow us for inspection and adaptation. That tool is the Sprint Burndown chart. Technically, the Sprint Burndown chart is not an official artifact in Scrum, but it is still something that many Scrum teams create and use, and I believe it is a very useful tool to track your progress over the duration of a sprint. How does a Sprint Burndown chart work? Fairly simple. You have two axes. On the horizontal axis, you have the time, and on the vertical axis, you have the scope. When we think about the time, it can be the different days. For example, if you run a one-week sprint, you would have Monday through Friday. On our scope axis, we have either the number of items that we have selected, or if you have estimated those items, we would have the sum of all the story points that you have selected for this specific sprint. Based on the time and scope axis, we can draw the ideal line. And the ideal line means how would we ideally deliver value or finish items on a daily basis so that we deliver everything that we have selected, that we have forecasted or committed to over the duration of our sprint. Now, every single day, as part of the daily Scrum, potentially, we can go and see how much work did we actually get done. In most cases, after the first day, we didn't meet the number of items that we wanted to deliver according to the ideal line, most likely due to the administrative overhead that we had as part of the sprint planning. But the first day is not so important. It is more important to see how we're making progress over the next few days. And now, once we see how we're making that progress, we can also make predictions whether we will meet our commitment by the end of the sprint. A product owner can look at the Sprint Burndown and get a good sense of whether it will be achievable to meet the commitment or not. Whenever they believe the commitment cannot be met, they should ideally, the earlier the better, connect with their key stakeholders and inform them that some of the items that the stakeholders were looking forward to might not be delivered as part of this sprint. It's not that important what the reason is, it's more important to inform the stakeholders the earlier the better. Those stakeholders can then make, of course, the decision whether it's still worth their time to participate in the sprint review. Because if the one item that this particular stakeholder was interested in is not finished or might not be finished, they might use their own time in a different way. I hope this brief video gave you a good understanding of how you can create the Sprint Burndown chart and how you can track progress every day of the sprint. Further, I hope that you saw that with the Sprint Burndown, we can create a lot of transparency, and that transparency can result in better conversations between the developers and the product owner and the product owner and their key stakeholders. I'll see you in our next video.